I can say that I've been so stupid, but I can also say that I'm learning things. Hi guys, it's Jenny Alejandra. Welcome to my 2018-2019 thank you to my junior year THS teachers. Third year going. I am so excited for next year's video. I have something planned and I'm very nervous about it. Thank you for coming back to this video. If you have been here before, previous year teachers, I just want to thank you so much for going through this journey of all the cringy videos, and if you haven't been here before, welcome to the cringy videos. I have been making these videos to document, I guess, my years of high school. They're cringy already. But I hope you guys enjoy this video. I have been struggling whether or not to make this video, and I've just come down to it. What makes me feel good, it's for me to say thank you for being amazing teachers and for being the people that you are. I am so glad to be doing this again. I want to start out this video by saying that I apologize for this being up so late, but I don't know if you guys know this, but the week before school I tried filming. A few days after that I tried filming this video, and a few weeks after that, and last week. And guys, let me just tell you, watch. This year is my 2018-2019 school year. Having mental breakdowns like regularly is just something that's gonna happen. Hi guys, it's Jenny Alejandra, and okay. Oh my gosh. Hi guys, it's Jenny Alejandra. I love myself. Hi guys, it's Jenny Alejandra. This year has been insane. Lots of stuff. Guys, I wanted to let previous year teachers that there is no music, but there is a fan because it is very hot in this room, and I am stupidly wearing a jacket. But yeah, I just wanted to also first thing call out to all my amazing teachers, my freshmen. And my sophomore year teachers. And this year's teacher. I have to thank everyone who has been watching this 3 years in a row. Just thank you guys so much. If you haven't seen my 2 previous videos, I'll link them down below. I wanted you guys to have a video to look back on. Thank you so much for being the amazing person that you are, and for doing what you do and put up with insane students. I just wanted you to know that I am so thankful for all your hard work and everything that you do. Each one of you in different ways have been a part of my life, and for that I'm just absolutely so thankful for, and I'm so happy. I want to tell you guys what's been going on, but I want to be cautious about what I say just in case it comes off like in the wrong way. If you guys don't know, it's been a hard high school years. That's all. I'm just gonna start there. I'm gonna tell my junior year in summary of dealing with home life and school life, and how I let my home life affect my school life and schoolwork. I want you guys to know that I don't want sympathy, or I just want you guys to know that I'm not trying to be dramatic or ask for attention. I just want you guys to know what it's been like. I'm just saying this just so you guys know my year and how it's been. So, junior year begins. It had just been a long summer and been exhausting and kind of depressing, you know? She's like, no, Jenny, I don't know, tell me. That's why I'm here. I went in the school year having my issues, I was also working on weekends and Wednesday morning from 4 to 8. So, yeah. I had started out the school year, remembering now, it feels like so long ago, guys. My family and I had just been having heavier money issues, and we did everything we could. 5 working people. What we were working was just not enough. I don't know how to explain how hard it's been. I was struggling with someone who, she had just lost her job. She obviously didn't pay attention enough until we were struggling. My family and our roommates, we just couldn't hold up the cost of living in that home, and so I had told my dad that what had been going on, just that, you know, we were moving and that we were selling all of our stuff. We had yard sales every weekend in the summer. It wasn't enough, and it's so hard. I went to live with my dad for a while, and my little brother went with a family friend, and my mom and sister stayed together through shelters and through basically living in a park, I guess you could say. And our roommates, they had to go figure out their living situation. So I had been struggling with that, the stress, the anxiety of worrying about my mom and sister and if they're gonna be okay, if they're gonna have food, if they're gonna have shelter. So I had just moved in with my dad, and I was dealing with that and my own mental and personal issues. And it wasn't until one week you know when you just feel like so down and you can't change your mood, you can try to put on the biggest smile all day long, come home and feel like the shittiest person for like being able to smile through that, you know? It wasn't until one day I finally got that good cry out. I went to my stepmom. I was at my dad's house. She was dropping the kids off. And by the way, I did not mention this, but right before I had told my dad about our living situation, he had just told me that he was separating from his wife, my stepmom. Or they had just finalized their divorce. My dad had just finalized the divorce and whatever, and moved out and bought his own home. I had just went out to the car to her, and I just sat there and I just gave her a hug. She goes, "Are you okay?" And I'm just like, really needing this hug. My heart is pounding. And she goes, "What's wrong?" And then I immediately start like freaking out and having a panic attack and crying. And she goes, "Jenny, calm down, whatever." We were talking. I was telling her the situation, and she had done an amazing thing, and took my little sister, provided what she needed at the time. Being that my little sister was my mom's child and not my stepmom's child, I felt like I had to, tell my little sister, hey, can you do this in the morning? It'd be good for, my stepmom, and whatever. And then one day I was told, no, Jenny, you do not have to do that. You're not the parent. You're not an adult. You don't need to take care of her. Let me do this. I told your mom that I was going to do this. So I'm like, okay. And one day she snapped at me, my stepmom, and she was like, you don't ever help. You don't ever do this. You sit on your phone all the time. And I'm just like, I'm getting mixed messages here, I'm struggling, just moving. You guys are separating. I don't know how my siblings feel about this, my dad's kids. And I'm over here stressing to know if my mom's okay. And then we began to stop talking because she had started dating someone who was not good for her at all. I told her, if you want to talk to me, you're gonna leave him, because he has said things to your daughter, not even me, my little sister. He has said things to her that are so hurtful and not okay. So until you're done with that person and that negativity, we're not talking. So then that was piled on. It wasn't until, I want to say, October, until she got into a shelter. So then my sister moved back with her, and you guys, it's just so hard when you know the people you love are hurting, and you can't do anything about it. You can't change their situation. You can try, but you can't. In my situation, I could only worry and just check up. When my mom finished her relationship with her boyfriend, who was toxic, and she began living with my sister in a shelter, I had just been so overwhelmed because I let my grades drop. And I had done something so stupid. And it's just like, Jenny, you're 17, you don't have to worry about that. It's normal for kids to do this, just not at school, not in front of everyone. The reasoning behind it, I finally was just like, I can't do all this, everything. I need, and so I stupidly, knowingly, it's so hard for me to say this, to admit this, is just, I stupidly, the water bottle, the Fry's water bottles, it was the kind of if this day goes well, or if this day goes horrible, or if I'm just fed up. And I had filled the bottle to the top, the water bottle, and I had brought it to school, just in my bag, having that burden on me, this is in your bag, Jenny, if you ever have a bad thought, It started, I want to say lunch. I was pouring the water bottle into the lemonade or tea that you get there. So I had gotten my Dunkin' Donuts tumbler cup and poured another cup into it, and I just drank it throughout 5th period, and then drank it through 6th period, and by 7th period there was this much left in the bottle. After 7th period, I went to go talk to a teacher, and I just remember waiting and waiting, and it wasn't until 4:30 It was 4:30 in the afternoon, still sitting in my teacher's room, and I'm sobbing sobbing. Just screaming everything that has been going on. And I remember going downstairs, going to another teacher's class, waiting for her down there. And I fell asleep. I woke up not feeling like I could grasp air, and I couldn't breathe, and I was freaking out. I couldn't sit up because I was so sick, and I couldn't lay down because everything was like I couldn't breathe. It wasn't until 5:40 until my parents got the call. They didn't even know what happened. When my dad found me, he was furious. I was screaming. My stomach was, my anxiety, I couldn't breathe. And my head, everything was just happening. I was suspended for about 2-ish weeks. For those 9 days, I stayed home and did my homework and stuff. But I didn't understand it. Once I see the notes compared to the assignments, it didn't make sense because I wasn't there. I wasn't taking the notes. I had a friend, thank you, Gracie, for bringing my stuff from school to my house. You know, family members were like, oh, are you okay? You know, this doesn't seem normal for you, whatever. And after about, I want to say 2 weeks to 3 weeks, it was kind of swept under the rug. And, you know, life went on. And then it hit like January and it's time to start for school. You know when you're going through a funk, you can't remember. Well, for me, I couldn't. Everything was just so dark. And you kind of just like forget. It's just like a haze trying to remember it. I felt like crap because I couldn't even finish out English, you know? Or photography. I failed both those classes first semester, and I had to retake English. It wasn't till spring break, I have to say. You didn't even know what Jenny you were expecting every day. It was either moody Jenny, you know, like sweet Jenny, or like quiet Jenny. Like you never knew which one you were gonna get. So that began happening, and spring break I had to move again from where I was living because I was unhappy at a friend's house, 5 days max. And then we got this place, and I can tell you some nights are not so good. Previously living here in the beginning, it was terrifying because of our neighbors, but that situation has been sorted. The more I know where I live, the more I'm aware, the more things get better. A few weeks before school ended, we have a bunch of things in storage because we went from a 4 or 5 bedroom house to a 1 bedroom. So, and we weren't able to get rid of all the furniture. So we had a storage that came with the apartment for $50 a month extra. I had things in a suitcase like my old dog's collar and leash, and clothes. Like, this is gonna sound so stupid, but clothes, like, you know, my first date, the first time I met my ex-boyfriend's parents, you know, my favorite shirt during middle school, pom-poms from promotion, you know, the pamphlets you get when you promote, and then my certificate. Stuff that was very sentimental to me were just taken. Those things mean something to us, and for people who don't know us at all to come and take things, one, that it it doesn't belong to them. Two, it's really gonna sound dumb, but my family, my mother especially, has worked her ass off for everything that was in there. And for people to just like take what isn't theirs. We found the lady. The woman called me crazy. The woman called me crazy. When school ended, I remember I had like a Starbucks drink in my hand. I was just like, oh my gosh, it's the last day of school. And it was just like, as I was leaving school, sitting on a bench, what am I gonna do now, you know? School has been somewhere I go to obviously learn, but to also get away, and it was just so hard. It couldn't be those two things. There are teachers that are so amazing, who will sit there and listen, give you advice when you need it, be, mama bear when you need it, just be that person to listen to. But it's like I need the break from school. Telling you that I am so proud of myself because I made it through the end of the year. And guys, from what I just said, I want you guys to know that is not all of what happened. There is so much more and so much I want to tell you, but I can't because I'm still working through issues. I hope one thing I do differently is cope with my at-home issues, not at school. And it's just like, well, Jenny, you can't control it. Yeah, I can't control it. It sucks. And it's so hard to find a way to deal with these issues and be a normal teenager. You guys are all amazing for everything that you do, and I just want you guys to know that I'm so thankful for you. I love all of you guys, and I hope you guys have an amazing summer and wish you the best next year. The only thing I ask after watching this video, and you guys are probably clicked out now, but if you're not, I love looking back on things, whether it's a note, a picture, a video. I just love looking back on things. This year has been hard, so I didn't get my, I guess you could say, annual teacher with Jenny, that's English, pictures with teachers. So I did a little editing, and I hope you guys enjoy that. But one thing I ask from you guys, my first 3 years of high school, at the end of the year, I want another picture and a letter. If you guys want to, you can, but I am really hoping you guys can. I have written you guys letters. Guys, I have written you guys your letters for junior year, and I didn't get my pictures for junior year either. But know that I've written your letters and that I'm going to give them to you the first day of school, even though it says have an amazing summer on every single one of them. I hope you guys are having an amazing summer. I know it might be a lot asking a letter from you, and if you don't want to do it, that's totally fine. If you guys don't know what to write in your letter, I hope, here are some things, here, what you hope to see happen with me, I guess. Jenny, I hope you stop writing these videos or making these videos. No, I totally can. I know you're joking. I'm totally. Some advice to get me through life. I still have yet to know what I want as a career because there are so many different things in life that I want to do. And it doesn't be like, oh, I hope you go to college. It can be like, I hope you learn this throughout your life, And you guys can also include stories. I love hearing about everyone. Was wondering if you guys can be a part of my video next year, and it's part of my creative idea. And for my last thing to say, I again want you to know that you guys are amazing. I don't know if some of you guys don't know this, but my favorite thing to do is to write and to list things. So like if I have assignments due, thank you Miss Delasanti for the whole organizing thing and whatever. I still have that booklet over. I was not joking, and yes, I'm sitting here eating popcorn and ice cream editing. I have lists of things that help me. No, I don't look at it every time I'm sad, because then it would get to the point where it'd be useless, you know? So I use it when I need it. I have a list of favorite Bible verses that help me through things. I have a list of things that make me happy. And I have a page full, guys. I have a page full of songs that make me happy. So it helps me get through things. One song that really helped me was How He Loves by Kim Walker-Smith. And I would sit in a teacher's classroom during lunch, shout out to you. She just let me sit there, cry, talk, you know, do homework, whatever I needed to do. And sometimes I just have my head down and listen to the song. And it was in my toughest moments at school when I would use this song to make me feel like happy. I hope you guys have an amazing summer, and I hope you guys do the writing assignment due at the end of senior year. I do want a picture with every single one of you. I'm so sorry. I would really appreciate it, and I could use all the advice I could get. I love you guys so much, and I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever, afternoon, and an amazing summer. I'll see you next year. Bye.